How's everyone tonight? Do game two here. That's right. Can't quite see my kit. Well, alright, so the Oilers have it in the Flames zone, but the Flames break out as Lucic comes out of the penalty box and the penalty. It's going to go across the boards to McDavid, who puts it up to Puljujärvi. Gets chipped at center, but is going to keep the puck. Drops it to McDavid. McDavid puts it across. A shot goes wide and into the crowd by Tyson Barrie, sneaking in on the top side. Got a good shot from a bad angle, and it got deflected off. Looks like McDavid lost the face-off, and the Flames controlled it right away. McDavid just thread the needle there to Barrie, and Barrie, he just shot that wide. It didn't go off on anything, so he shot it directly up into the crowd. So the face-off should have come outside the Flame zone, but I think the refs saw the same thing I did and thought it deflected off something, so it stays in the Flame zone. Flames won the face-off, try to get it out, but it is stopped. Draisaitl puts it on the back to Yamamoto. Yamamoto spins it down low. Put it down into the close corner to Draisaitl, who sits it back behind the net. Anderson's going to intercept, and the the Oilers will steal it back, but Giordano will come in. Backhands it up to Levo, but that's going to get knocked back in, where Yamamoto will take it behind the net. He breaks out to the center, backhands it to the D. It will get fired in down low, where Levo will wait for it. Try a little tricky move. Everyone thought he was going to go out, but he turned back to his own zone, and now he comes out. Lindholm at center, puts it to Gaudreau just across the line, but he can't handle it, and Russell will take over. Russell. This one's Russell. It's going to put it up to the Flames line, where they will chip it in. Riddick will backhand it from behind his own net. He will get it out as far as the line. Now Bennett gets it out. I believe Monahan is a healthy scratch for this one. It does look at it as Neal fires in a shot from center. Flames will control in their own corner. Get it up as far as the line, and it sneaks by. Lucic now has it at the line, tries a backhand pass in the middle, but that will get intercepted. Now Neal's going to come the other way. My cat is right in the way. Excuse me, kitty. And the Oilers try a shot from a bad angle. Give me here, kitty. Alright, now Lucic will chase down the puck in the Oilers zone. Bennett's now controlling, gets it out front. The shot from Dubé just goes wide. They will send it back behind the net to Lucic. Lucic hands it off to Dubé. Dubé will circle back. Backhands to the center, and they will cycle it back into the corner. Jujar Kara will come up with it, passes it up to Neal, gives it back to him. Kara across center. He'll just dump it in the corner and totally falls. I believe he stepped on the Flame stick, but the Flame had dropped his stick. There's not a call, but the Flame is now without a stick. It is one of the defenders, and Archibald's going to send it around the boards to the point. And at the point, they're going to control. And he slides it across to Russell. Russell with a point shot. It gets blocked, and the Oilers come up with a rebound shot, and it is saved by Riddick into the corner. And the Flames are lucky again, because the Oilers stepped on a stick again, and it is luckily not called. And Richie is chasing down in the corner. Hannafin looks like he is hurt coming to the bench. He is the guy that lost the stick. He looks like he's holding his collarbone. Russell fires it down deep around the boards. Bounces past the original guys to Nugent Hopkins. Now Mangiapane is going to backhand it around the boards to the close side. Anderson takes it in his own circle, fires up a cross pass, and Mangiapane tries a move, but will get turned away. Tkachuk will knock the puck loose, and it will get knocked in deep. So the Flames control behind the net. Dubé's got it. Back out to the point to Rasmus Anderson. Anderson's going to send it behind to Tkachuk. Tkachuk backhand to backline. They try a centering pass, but nobody is home. Mangiapane now has it in the corner. Backhands it behind the net. Tkachuk puts it to Backlund. Backlund across the front. It will get tipped by Puljujärvi. The Flames still control. Anderson at the point, slides it across the Backlund, shot, and it goes wide, and that will come out of the Flame zone all the way down the ice. It was a flame puck though, so there'll be no icing. Riddick's out to play it. Anderson gives it up to. Oh my god, this cat's right in the way. It is Goudreau. I'm gonna have to get my tea here. One second. Alright, sorry about that. The tea was ready. Alright, so Flames are still controlling. This has been a long time without a whistle. Lucic just got it in the corner. Puts it out to the point to Anderson. I have to move the cat. I can't see a thing. Love the cat, but it's in my way. Oilers take over in their own zone, but Lucic blocks the clearing attempt, then bumps the man off the puck, controls, shoots it down in low. Bennett will try a centering pass. Smith has that and the rebound as well. And another good flurry. Calgary is really controlling all the play so far in the second, but it does not matter because they have not scored. And it looks like that shot from the point was blocked by Hannafin, who took it right in the collarbone, which was why he was... Barry's getting away with murder there, but Kachuk almost turned around for the tip. That would have been a beauty. Alright, face off won by the Flames, but the Oilers will control. Barry puts it out to Ed. I'm gonna have to see that as Carr takes it up as far as center, where it's stripped from him and sent in deep. Smith behind the net to play it out to Nurse. Nurse will send it across, but it's mishandled. They will have to turn back. Pass comes back across to Nurse. Nurse looking far up ice, and it will get driven in deep. Balamaki's being hounded by Chikara, and a backhand will go all the way down the ice. That's on the edge rolling. That's probably going to be enough for icing. They waved it off. I think because it went on the edge there. I don't think it would have had the distance, but it went on the edge and it was having no resistance, so it went all the way down the ice. Oilers flip it up. It's going to go off Kachuk into the Oilers zone, zone into the Oilers box, and we will have a whistle. Hello everyone, hope you're having a good Friday night. Looks like we're in for a good Battle of Alberta. The first bit of the first half was all Oilers, and it looks like Flames took the second half of the first, and so far this one is looking good for the Flames, but as I said, they have not been able to score. So, and it looks like Monahan has a lower body injury. It is actually not a healthy scratch. Could have been a healthy scratch. He only got 2 goals and 2 assists in 16 games. I don't know what's going on with him. We have Florida absolutely dismantling Detroit 7-2, and Carolina. I mean, man, did anyone see that game? Those are some sexy jerseys. Those retro throwbacks. I love the Hartford Whaler jerseys, and they won 5-3 over Chicago in those. And we have Winnipeg and Vancouver. The puck should be dropping on that any moment. Maybe I'll do some play-by-play on that and action on that while we wait for the good old Battle of Alberta to resume. It has been fairly calm so far. I would have thought we would have had a bit more rough stuff after the whistles and such, but the whistles have gone, people have gone. I thought there was 2 penalties, the Lucic penalty and the McDavid penalty, which were kind of could have not got called. The Lucic one they had to because they called McDavid, so I think that was why they called that one, where it wasn't the worst. Oh, and it looks like Vancouver is also wearing their retro jerseys. Again, I don't know if you saw my logo ranking video today, but I'm not a fan of that Orca, and they could have done so good with this retro. I obviously probably am a little biased because I did grow up in the era of the Canucks wearing that black, orange, and red uniform with the skate, but I would have loved to have seen that a retro. Or the actual jersey that everyone wants is the Canucks blue jersey with the stick as the mane. That would have been fine. I never liked color gradients. Maybe I should do that. I'll do a video of ranking all the alternate jerseys. Hot tip, I can tell you right now. Hartford is probably number 2, Carolina, and number 1, it's got to be that Nordiques jersey from the Avs. Like, they absolutely hit it out of the park, those two teams. I don't know that anyone is even close. I like Blasty. I think Blasty was a good one too. I'm in the minority there. I know a lot of people, especially Flame fans, don't like Blasty, but I do. I try not to rank that one too high, but again, the color gradients are just horrible. They have no place in sports and professional jerseys. I'm sorry. They try it in football, it looks horrible. They try it in basketball, it looks horrible. Just stop trying it. So Winnipeg is going to control in the Vancouver zone. Vancouver's going to control in the Winnipeg zone. Man, see, these jerseys are backwards. Oh, and Vancouver had a wide open. Pearson had a wide open net. And Hellebuck did well to get across to save that. Canucks still fighting down low. Ben is going to send it across to Hobart. Hobart's going to send it down low. It's going to actually go all the way back to Ben at the point. Nobody touched it as it went around, but now Winnipeg will control and kick it out the zone. Shifley with the soccer-like move, but Hughes is going to bring it right back in. He tries to get it down low, and Lowry pokes it free to Ehlers. Ehlers back to Lowry. Lowry's going to come down the side. Kopp. Kopp to Shifley. Or Stanley. Sorry, the Winnipeg ones. Didn't prep for Winnipeg today. Kopp's got it behind the net. And Tyler Myers has just got him pinned up, but Kopp is going to come free with it. Tries to center it out, but Vancouver gets a stick on it. Shot from the point tipped, and Demko does good to send it into the corner. Now the Canucks get it as far as the line, but Winnipeg will send it back deep. Now Winnipeg is going to have to chase the puck down back into their own zone where they will turn it back. They get as far as center, and now Lowry will take a quick shot, and Demko will easily grab that. Perreault gives Lowry a little tap. Says I was wide open. Alright. Looks like we're back here in the Flames one. So Calgary's going on the power play with 11:34 remaining. Oh, I should change this too. And they win the face-off. Back to Anderson. Anderson puts it across to Goudreau. Goudreau's shot gets tipped, and it's going to go too slow by the net. Kachuk's got it in the high slot. Sends a pass deep, down low. Lindholm turns it back to Kachuk. Kachuk sends it back to the point. Anderson controls at the line. Across to Goudreau. Goudreau down low, back to Goudreau. Across to Kachuk. Couldn't get the one-timer off. Walks in, off Nurse's foot. I thought out of the zone, but it must have been high off the glass. Goudreau controls. Anderson sends a shot from the point that Smith did not see, but it went wide. Bouncing puck to the point, can't be handled by Anderson, and he'll have to chase it back. The Oilers will get a line change in, and with 1:17 seconds left in the power play, Anderson will drop it off to Goudreau. Comes across center with speed, passes across that line to Kachuk. Kachuk's going to try a pass back to Hopkins, box it. Mangiapane now to Anderson, down low to Goudreau, and that went just wide. Dubé's got it down at the point, back to Anderson. 55 seconds left. Dubé down low, out front to Goudreau. Again, couldn't get the one-timer off. We'll have to collect it. Back to Kachuk, back to Goudreau. Goudreau's taking it up to the high slot. Back down to Kachuk. Sends a pass into the middle, but Lindholm can't handle it. They'll send it back across to Goudreau. Goudreau at the high slot again. Down to Kachuk at the boards. Back to Goudreau. Back to Kachuk. We'll cycle back as they go back to Giordano, to Kachuk, across all the way our ice. And whenever they make that final pass, they can't seem to control it. Lindholm will cycle it back to Goudreau. Giordano shot tipped. Goudreau sends it out front. Nugent Hopkins still can't clear. Kachuk's got it at the slot. Back to Giordano. Giordano with the shot. Blocked. Goudreau tries to get the rebound, but the Oilers will finally clear with 7 seconds left. That should do it for the power play. A great power play for Calgary. Again, this whole period has been great, but they have nothing to show for it, as it is still 1-0 Edmonton. Giordano had a centering pass to Dubé. Dubé can't handle it. Draisaitl will chop it, and I believe it gets chopped up into the stands behind the Oiler bench. We'll bring a face-off just outside the Flames zone on the blue dot. 1-0 Oilers as we go to commercial. Still 0-0 in the Vancouver-Winnipeg game. 15:29 remaining in that one. As I said, hope everyone's having a good night. Friday night. Here we are. We have another game tomorrow, but I unfortunately work, so I will not be able to do it. I will have to rush home to do the power rankings at a somewhat reasonable hour tomorrow. Looks like the Canucks are going to come in. There was a 2-on-1, but Hobart tried a fancy move and lost the puck to the ref. Lowry then puts it up off the boards, chases it down. Myers puts it back across to his defensive partner, puts it up. And Perreault stops it at line. Lowry and Perreault fighting for it. Sutter pokes it free back to his point man. You're going to have to see who that is. Try and break up the center, easily thwarted by Winnipeg, who's now coming back on a 3-on-2 the other way. Stanley tries to drop, or Perreault tried to drop it to Stanley. That doesn't work. They fan on the puck, and Vancouver will control. Still commercial and break. 9:23 remaining in the Flames game, and the shots are now 13-1. Yeah, the Flames were buzzing in that, but they really didn't get a lot of shots. They just couldn't, as they said, that last, they'd make the pass, make the pass, make the pass, and then the last one would not connect. Gaudreau might have deflected that one away. That might have been going on net. Alright. Tea getting ready here. And the Flames win the draw, and they will send it in deep behind the net. Kachuk will chase. And Barry will backhand it to Nurse, who gets hit. But he gets it up to McDavid first, who pops it up to Puljujarvi at center, who pumps it in deep into the Flames zone. Tanev will lose the puck to the ref this time. And it popped out to the worst person that probably could, Draisaitl, who took a good shot, but it was saved. Barry will take it outside his own zone and put it back to Nurse. Nurse gives it across to McDavid, or Draisaitl, who loses the puck to Kachuk. And Kachuk will send it in, but Barry will bring it right back out and send it across to Chiasson, and it looks like the Flames have a penalty coming up as Draisaitl controls and backhands it back to the line to Nurse. And Nurse will send it across to Barry, who puts it to McDavid, back to Barry. It's got it at the line, and the backhand stays on the onside, gives it across to Nurse, who puts it down to McDavid, and Tanev will touch it. And we will get the call, and it looks like it's Kachuk. This is not it. I don't see it. Oh yeah, he held McDavid. I mean, not hard, but you just have to touch McDavid, and they're going to call that. We all know that. David is a great player, but he does get all the calls. They protect him like they used to protect Sidney Crosby, and that's understandable, but it does suck when he gets really weak calls like that all the time for him. Flames win the draw and will send it deep. Barry will get it behind his own net as he breaks out. Gives it off to Draisaitl. Tries to give it back, but it goes to Nugent Hopkins. Will tap it in. Giordano will knock it back to as far as the line where McDavid will stop it. Gives it back to Barry, and McDavid will cycle back down low. Nugent Hopkins is in the corner, sends it back down up to Barry at the point. Down to McDavid, who tried a quick pass to Draisaitl, who couldn't handle it. Back to Barry. Barry back to Draisaitl. Back to Barry. Barry's got a streaking McDavid, comes in, shot blocked by Tanev. Looks like he's feeling that. And the Flames finally block the puck, and they will get it out and down the ice. With 58 seconds left, that will allow the Flames to get a change in. Barry misplays the puck behind his own net. We'll have to wait for it. And then he misplays the pass up to Draisaitl. The Flames will take over at their own line. Tanev will send it all the way back down. Mangiapane's giving chase. Barry will control behind his own net. Barry with McDavid trailing. McDavid has to turn around because Mangiapane thwarted that one. Now Draisaitl's got it. Quick pass up to streaking McDavid up the middle. Tries to go through 3 Flames and is easily turned back. Turned away, the puck is sent back down the Oilers' zone. Nurse is going to take it behind his own net. 16 seconds left, and they still have no shots yet on this power play. Stops at the line, sends it in deep, and oh wow, quick play, and that was stopped by Hanifin right on the line there. Gaetan Haas is going to send it across, and that's going to get shot by Nurse. It went high, I thought out of the bounds, but again, it's still in play. And Backlund flans on the clearing attempt. Haas is going to take it, and Haas falls down, and Backlund takes the puck back. He's going to get as far as his own line. He's actually got a good head of steam. He's still got it. Going wide, tries a tricky maneuver, gets his own rebound, and a shot from a bad angle. His centering attempt by the Flames is tipped by the Oilers. That will come out, and Valimaki will recover at his own line, sending it across. Back to Valimaki, gives it over to Lucic, who crosses the line. Takes it down, Nurse will backhand it out. And Archibald's going to send it to Kara. Kara will get as far as the corner, where he's checked. Archibald's going to take the loose puck now. Haas sends it down to Kara. Dubé sends it right back to Archibald by accident. And they'll give it to Kara behind the net. Kara's being hounded, and now the Flames will exit the zone. Dubé with some speed, chips it. He's going to get his own attempt, whatever you call it, dump in. Bennett will try to center it, but there's no one there, and Haas is going to come out with it. Haas has got a screen, takes a shot, but it will get saved. It's going to get chipped towards the net. Giordano's will backhand it to Lucic. Lucic will get it as far as the line to Bennett. Bennett will fire it the rest of the way down the ice. And Smith will do a backhand to get it around the corner to give it to Nurse, who's coming across the line. Nurse will dump it in deep. Giordano will intercept and gives it to Gaudreau. Gaudreau puts it off to Dubé as the Flames break out 3 wide. Dubé chips it, and it gets tipped by Nurse, who will control. Nurse backhands it up the boards. It's connected by Yamamoto at the line. They'll bring it into the corner. They'll put it back to Nurse at the point. Nurse across to Barry. Barry sends it down low. Looks like it's Draisaitl tries to send it across to Barry, but a great save by Riddick. Now at the line, the Flames will finally clear. Lindholm is going to fight off a check. Now the Flames have numbers. Shot and a rebound, but the rebound is controlled by Barry into the corner. That was a fat, juicy rebound for Gaudreau, and Barry got to it first. Oilers cross the line, shot from the point, gets blocked. It's now deep into the corner. The Flames, Lindholm will finally get the puck out, gets as far as center. Mangiapane drops it for Gaudreau. Gaudreau spins, puts it to Anderson in the middle, and he cuts the middle, but he has a bunch of Oilers on him. Anderson puts it off the glass, and it looks like Puljujarvi will recover. Puljujarvi puts it off to McDavid, and with Nugent Hopkins, they come across center. Gives it across to Puljujarvi. They try to feed it across to McDavid. It does not go. McDavid's got it behind the net now. Now the Flames control. Puljujarvi laying a hit on Giordano, so he'll have to turn back. Gives it to Mangiapane, who gives it back to Giordano. Giordano's going to put it up to Kachuk at the line. Gives it to Barry, and there was good stick action by McDavid, something that would have definitely been called against him, but he gets away with it on Kachuk. And then he dances up the center, and almost scores. That would have been ridiculous if he should have got a penalty at one end, but because he's McDavid, he doesn't, and then he walks all the way up the other end. Flames coming back. Drop pass to Kachuk, who gives it back to Dubé. Dubé tries to send it to the point, but it gets chopped. Chase on will slow it down. And he's going to come in, throws it down Leet. Neal just chops the puck at the net, and the rebound just sits there, and they tap it in. And that is 2-0. Keaton Haas gets it. Some good back and forth action, but it just bounces are not going our way tonight. But there's nothing wrong with that goal. Neal almost got it. Riddick did well to save it when Neal shot it, and then Haas just had the easy rebound. So that is 2. Oops, did I put 14? I'm at 16. 2-0 for the Oilers. And Nurse will bring it across the line, sends it up, quick pass. Oh, and a rebound. How did Riddick save all that? I don't know. But now they're starting to get a little more rough stuff after the whistle. Haas was in the action again, and had to be quick there. I just saw a commercial break here. Both games, of course. This one is 2-0 for the Oilers. I hate that all the commercials are always at the same time. Why can't the NHL do better? Stagger your start times by 15 minutes, guys. Not that hard. Instead, we're sitting here. Oh, there the Canuck game's there. Yeah, so I guess we'll just watch the Vancouver one here for a little bit. Showing Hughes and Shifley, 14 games with a point this season each. Trailing only Matthews. It looks like Winnipeg has got one. Shots are 5 apiece, 1-0 Winnipeg with 8:48 remaining. Vancouver has yet to win a game when they have been trailing. Alright. We're back. Face off to the left of Riddick here. And Flames will win. Giordano will put it up off the glass and out. Lucic will steal. High. And gets a shot, but it goes wide. I'm in. And now Archibald will take it as far as center. He brings it into the zone. Giordano is going to chip it by to Anderson. Anderson will control and puts it out to center. Tries a headman pass to Giordano. Gaudreau, he touches it, so no icing. And controls. Gives it to Anderson, who scores. Gaudreau to Anderson. And just like that, we are back in the game. Only down by 1. That was a great effort by Gaudreau. I was talking about Smith or Monahan not having a good season. Man, Gaudreau was having a good season. He juked Barry. Barry fell flat on his ass. And then he just sent it right across to Anderson, who roof daddied it. And just like that, it is 2-1. Smith should have had that. He knows that. That's glove hand. Glove hand side. With 1 minute and 20 seconds remaining in the second period, it is now a 2-1 game, and the Battle of Alberta's got some life. McDavid gets stripped at center ice, and Backlund will send it in deep. Smith plays it behind the net, goes back behind the net the other way, and Yamamoto will bring it out. Drops it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl will make entry and backhand it to McDavid. McDavid comes down on the side. Backhand on him again. Sends it down to Yamamoto. Yamamoto brings it back as far as the line, maybe out. Flames think it was out. The Oilers and the refs say keep playing. Russell now has it with a shot, and it is not going to matter because Riddick has it, and that will bring up a whistle. I don't know. I could not see close enough to know whether it was offside or not. It was damn close. I will give the refs the benefit of the doubt that it was not offside. Yes, they're showing that goal again. It is a beautiful goal. Barry knew that was him too. Alright. Face off won by the Flames. They will put it to Anderson. Flips it up and out of the zone. And that's going to go all the way down almost the line. Larson will chase it and backhand it to Russell. I keep saying I want to say Roussel. McDavid takes it to center. He drops it to Draisaitl as he crosses the line. Puts it into the center. And then it's given away. McDavid will chase the puck down with Lindholm on him. In the corner, gives it to Draisaitl. Draisaitl puts it back into McDavid, who's in the center. He's being hounded. And Anderson will take it up as far as center and chip it in deep. We got 12 seconds left. It's probably pretty much going to do this period. The Oilers are going to try one more rush. 6 seconds as Draisaitl crosses, gives it across to Puljujarvi. Can't handle the pass. Tries to bank it in from behind, and that will end the period. 2-1 going into the third. I think this could be a good third period. It's been a good game. The bouncers are definitely not going the Flames' ways yet, but maybe that's the start there. That second goal, I mean, it's amazing that Neal didn't get it there. That was a great save by Riddick, who's playing quite well tonight, I have to say. If 2 years ago we had Riddick and Smith that are playing as well as the two that are playing tonight, we could have done a lot better. I always hope for the best for Smith. I always like him. He's a good goalie. Good character. Wish he'd stay in his net more. As when I was watching him, God, because when you're watching him, it's either good or bad. He makes an amazing play because he goes out and plays the puck, or he gives the puck away and it's in the back of your net before you know what happened. And that's really annoying, especially because he seemed to get cocky when we were up by one, because Calgary never got leads that year. And then we'd finally get a lead, he'd get cocky, and it'd be tie game. And we'd be like, yeah, if you could not do that, please. But then other times, the other team makes a change, and he's able to headman the puck to a guy waiting on the blue line, and he's in on the breakaway, right? So you have the good, and you have the bad. Winnipeg is on a power play, but can't control. Either so we'll have to send it back to Panik. Sends it back to Scheifele. He's going to come in with speed. Sends it around. Lowry will stop it in the near boards. Lowry still got it. Tries to backhand it, but he can't. So he'll turn around and send it to Panik at the point. Panik sends it across. Morrissey back to Panik. Panik back to Pro. Pro with the shot. And it looks like Demko has it pinned between his glove hand and his body. Demko. What did I call him? I don't think I called him Demko. But it is Demko. Morrissey with that stick bend. Oh, and it hit the crossbar. Boom. And Wheeler had the wide open net on the rebound from the crossbar and missed it. So Morrissey sends it across. Back to Panik from the point. Shot is deflected into the corner. Back to the point. Panik. 5 seconds left in the power play. One more chance. Burrow sends it wide. Oh, and they tried to hit it, but that's going to be a high stick by Lowry. And that was a high stick, Lowry. That was well above the crossbar. That was just because you're like 7 foot tall with skates. It was 6'5" when you hit that. And there's no doubt that was a high stick. Oh my god, that was above your head and you jumped. And that would not have been a goal, so. At least these games are somewhat staggered then now, because the Flames are in intermission and the Canucks still have 4.5 minutes left in the period, so that is pretty good. We'll have a little crossover content here. Yeah. Missiles, man. Showing that gay. A great play by Gaudreau again. That was just a really good play. And Rasmus Anderson with that shot. That was just a great play. Need a couple more of those. Need a couple more of those. We'll update the shots here. I do have a hard time keeping up with shots and commentary at the same time, definitely. Spell, buddy. Learn to spell. Just trying to make it fit there. Second intimation. There, it kind of fits there. As I said, hope everyone's having a good night. We're just in the intermission here. Nothing happening right now. But I am kind of watching the Canucks Jets game. The Jets are up 1-0. Face off coming just outside the Vancouver zone. Scheifele's going to win it. But the Canucks will control. Hughes playing a little give and go with Ben. Ben's going to send it up all the way down the ice. Hellebuck will control behind his net. And they will cycle it down to Wheeler. Wheeler to Morrissey. Morrissey to Scheifele. And back to Wheeler, who's got speed through center. He's got one man to beat. He's going to go wide. Tries a weak backhand, easily handled by Demko. Scheifele will now send it around the boards. It's collected at the point, and a shot from the point. Demko has it, but drops the rebound. Scheifele now has it at the hash. Gives it back to Panik at the point. Panik's going to send it down deep again. Wheeler's waiting for it. Wheeler puts it back across now to Panik. Panik gets this pass tipped. That's going to go all the way down the ice. And when I last looked at this game, it was 1-0 Winnipeg, and the shots were 5-5. The shots are now 12-5 Winnipeg. So I'm going to say that the last 10 minutes have been pretty dominant by the Jets. As the Jets control at the line, steal from the Canucks. They're coming in with 3. Scheifele can't control, or Stanley can't control the bounce, but does send it across to Morrissey. Morrissey waits, shoots, rebound just bounces wide. Kopp misses the pass. As it gets sent up, it looks like a high stick. Yep, looks like Miller got Ehlers with the high stick. It's going to be a power play for Winnipeg when they're already dominating. There's 2:57 left. And Travis Green is like picking his nose. I don't know if he thinks he's going to fight that, but that was clear. There's penalties that you can fight and you can say are wrong, but high sticks, when you hit somebody and their mask moves and pieces of your stick fly off, you're going to get that called. Like the guy's stick actually broke. Parts of his stick broke when he hit the guy in his mask. That point shot was tipped. That's why Demko wasn't able to hold the rebound. Scheifele controls after the Winnipeg Jets win the draw. They're going to send it down behind the net. Back to Scheifele on the high boards. He gets a shot, and Demko is going to easily gobble that up. Minute 46 remaining in the penalty. 1:43 in the period. 2:43 in the periods. I like this. Let's have lots of whistles. The more whistles we have in this game, the longer this game takes. The longer we have a kind of dead space between our game getting going again. Third period of the Battle of Alberta should be a 10-beller. It's been very calm, honestly. There was one whistle where they kind of piled on Riddick a bit, where there was a bit of roughness after the whistle. Other than that, these teams are on their best behavior. Winnipeg still controlling. Shifley on the high board, sends it down low, tried to get it across to Connor, but it's on his backhand, so he will have to send it back to Morrissey. Morrissey down to Shifley. Pearson's got his stick in a good position. They have to send it down to Connor. Connor back out to Morrissey, back to Connor. Connor's at the top of the circle, though. He's not in his usual spot. Now it's back to Morrissey. Now Connor's sliding into his spot, and they tried to get the puck to him. They got it to him, and it gets saved by Demko. The puck didn't originally get all the way to Connor, but I call that Connor's spot. It's a little different than Ovechkin's spot, because Ovechkin's is higher. It's from the face-off dot higher. Connor's is lower. He likes to be really low near the goal line, and he's got a very quick release. But it got tipped, and it actually went off Wheeler's knee, and Demko still saved it, so good on Demko. Jets win again, and they're going to send it around the boards. They will control, but misplayed it. Sutter will now tip it down the ice. Panik's going to have to chase it. He's got a man on who cycles back. Panik is going to slowly bring it out towards the center. Gets chipped in all the way around. Demko will stop it. Then the Canucks will chip it out. Good play by Demko. 37 seconds left. Perreault sends it across to Lowry. Lowry comes in, tries to send it back across. Panik's now got it, brings it down to the point. Tries to find Ealer, but then he'll send it back down to across the Perreault, backhand play. Shot, but Demko's fighting for it, but he still keeps it out. Perreault still has it, sends it across. Panik shot from the point, misses the net. Miller now has it, or Ben's going to cycle back. He's got a man on him, so he'll come back and give it to Schmidt. Schmidt's going to fire it the length of the ice with 2 seconds left in the power play. So the power play will now be over. Shots are now 15-5 for the Jets. So they got another 3 shots on that power play. And they got a quick man away here. It looks like Connor was behind the D, but he has to cycle back as he was all alone. Shifley now tries to get it across. Miller's going to try, but he loses the puck. Ben's going to have to come back for it. And they're going to try and headman the puck. And Wheeler's going to intercept there. Wheeler backhands it, but only gets as far as the line. And the Canucks, Pettersson tried to get away with it, but he was knocked down. They give it back to Miller, but there's a Canuck had to touch up from offside. Miller's got it down low. 11 seconds remaining. They send it out to Bo Horvat. A shot with a couple seconds, 6 seconds left. The Canucks are really trying to press it. Horvat again in the slot, or Besser tries to send it across to Miller. 0 seconds. Oh, wow. The last 20 seconds of that period, the Canucks were pushing good. They were pushing good. Good on them. Good on them. I like that. And that's going to bring us to the intermission in that game. McDavid has more goals in Calgary than any arena other than his home arena. Isn't that nice? But he's also played the most games there by 3. And there's going to be a lot this year, too. A lot. That was Gitan Haas's first goal of the season. Congratulations to him. As I say, Neil pretty much... it was pretty much a Neil goal. I don't know how Rick got across to get his foot on there, but it stopped it right on the goal line. But because he stretched out so far, he had to retract his leg a bit, which allowed Gitan Haas to just pop her home. Beautiful. I did not see the Puljujärvi one. Unfortunately, I did not get off work in time to see that one. Calgary has 20 turnovers. That is a stat that is not helping them. Nobody's got any power play goals. They're both 0 for 2. Hits, Oilers are up 13-8. Block shots are even at 8. Smith and Riddick are both rocking 9.0 for Riddick and 9.38 save percentage in this game. Both doing well. They both, for Riddick especially, he hasn't played in a while. This is like Smith had that first game back a couple games ago, and he played really well. Got that. So it's always good to see that. Gotta love when Smith's playing good. as I said, I don't wish him any ill will. I I really like Smith. I know he's getting on in years too, so if he can continue to play well and stay in the league, that's good for him. I don't like Neil as much, but I don't hold any ill will. I just it was his attitude in Calgary that made me not like him. The fact that he didn't show up in shape for training camp and expected to be plopped right in the first line, I didn't like that. I didn't like him on Calgary because then he didn't produce all year too. That didn't help. But anyway, I think he's doing much better in Edmonton, and I wouldn't want him back over Lucic for all the tea in China. So all the tea. Cheers to you, whatever you're drinking. Hopefully, it's a little more exciting than tea on a Friday night. But here we are. Guess you could call me a teetotaler today. Just today, though. Kids are just finishing watching the I don't know if I should say a Disney movie is rocking it. Oops. It's fine. I don't want to get Disney on my butt. No, it's Moana. They're in the intermission. They're talking, but I can't see the scoreboard behind them. I'm trying to sneak a peek at the scoreboard behind them because a lot of times they'll have the amount of time remaining before the intermission. And here comes my daughter again. Huh? And here comes my daughter again. Hi, Lily.
Hi, Oliver.
Nope. No, I'm still on.
You just having a break?
Yep, we're on the intermission right now. Waiting for the game to come back on. Saying hi. Alright, can go brush your teeth.
I want to say hi to Ollie.
Okay, say hi to Ollie. Teeth. Waiting here for second intermission. I'll be right back. Commercial break here. Waiting to come back. Commercials on. Can't see the bottom of the scoreboard where the time left would be. Cassie Campbell, Rick Bell talking. Hopefully we will be soon. Oh, looks like the smelling salts are out, so we must be back. Rasmus Anderson taking a big old sniff of the smelling salts. As McDavid settles down to take the face off, him and Kachuk both have this thing where they have their mouth guard like out of their mouth all the time thing. I don't get that. Anyway, Flames win the draw. Tanev will knock it deep. Kachuk will put him in chase, but Smith will fire it around. Mangiapane will now send it back behind the net. Kachuk can't settle it down, so it goes back to the point. Now Mangiapane is going to fight for Puljujarvi, who's going to fall, but McDavid is going to come up with it. Tries to give it to Puljujarvi, but it will be intercepted by Backlund. Backlund back to Hanifin. Hanifin will give it back to Backlund. Backlund's going to come across. Shot is tipped up by Nurse behind the net. Gaudreau will control behind the net. Or Kachuk. Back to Giordano. Giordano shot, and Smith will glove save and hold on for the whistle. 1922, we got our first stoppage in play. And it's just an easy save for Smith. You're not gonna score on him from a point shot without a screen and out a tip. Alright, Lindholm wins it. Back to Giordano. Giordano sends it behind the net, where the Oilers will tip it up, but Anderson will send it across behind. Lindholm controls, sends it to Anderson. Anderson shot from the point. It is broken stick. Breaks his stick blocking that shot. Smith will stop the puck behind the net and hand it off to Russell. Russell will backhand it out as far as center, and that's going to go all the way down the ice. Riddick will then show off his skills by putting the puck out. It gets as far as center, and Draisaitl will control in his own zone.
Hockey stick broke.
Yeah, hockey stick broke. Riddick backhands back to Valimaki. Valimaki up. You really want to be on? Riggs can stop behind his own net and gives the puck away. Neal sends it out front. It's going to get all the way to the point. Bouchard shot, and Riddick will glove save that. A little dangerous pass there, though, definitely. Behind the back, gave it away to Neal, who gets the shot. Who tried to put it off Riddick, but it went out all the way to the point. And we will now have another face-off. Freeze will win the face-off, and Flames will get it as far as the line. I think it came out, but it didn't. Doesn't look like it did. Jason is fighting for it in the corner, and Neal, and now it's going to get popped all the way around to the other point. Jason will get the puck stolen from him. Gets it as far as Lucic. Lucic is fighting for it along the boards. Backhands it out. Now Valimaki's going to control in his own zone. Quick backhand pass, and Archibald will spin back with it. Gives it up to Kara. Kara brings it across the line. Has to chase it down. Hanifin gives it off to Tanev. Tanev brings it from behind his own net. Puck gets chipped up. Kachuk's going to send it down below. Hanifin's going to chip it down to Kachuk. Kachuk over to Gaudreau. Gaudreau loses the Archibald, but he gets the puck back. Larson sends it up to Archibald. Archibald will chip it down deep into the Flame zone. The Flames will control. Lindholm gives it off to Hanifin, who gives it to Gaudreau. Gaudreau is going to give it up to a speeding Tanev. Tanev is going to try a shot. It's going to get tipped up behind the net. Gaudreau will control. Sends it back to the point. No one's home. That's going to go all the way down the ice. Riddick will come out to stop the puck, and Giordano will take over from behind his own net. Giordano stops. Oh, loses the puck. Nugent Hopkins almost strips him, but McDavid's going to take over at center. It's going to get popped all the way back down. Nurse will chase it. Nurse behind his own net. being chased by Backlund. Nurse will start out. Headmans it, tries to get it to make to Pugliarvi, but Giordano's going to send it behind the net to Anderson. Mangiapane can't clear it. Shot from the point, misses wide. Levo will send it across to Rasmus Anderson. Anderson to Mangiapane. Mangiapane breaks the line. Gets his puck stolen by Nugent Hopkins again. Hopkins tries to send it across to Nurse behind his back though. Nurse will send it in on net. Riddick will put it into the corner. Here we go. I will be back in a minute or two. I just gotta put the kids to bed. Hopefully nothing too crazy happens. Gaudreau. Oh, took a chuck. Okay, let's go. Fun stuff in this. Get that. Okay, I know you're not making good. Still good. I'm just putting the kids to bed here too, but Anderson's gonna bring it in and shoot it. Goes wide. Shot from bad angle. Velimaki stops at the point. Tips it across. Brings it up to me. Alright, showing some replays here. Now it looks like Alex Chason is going into the box for elbowing. This is going to give Calgary a power play. With 15:09 remaining. Big chance. Big chance for the Flames here. Gaudreau is going to have it. Walks in, shot. Kachuk just can't tip it. Lindholm takes it at the point. Back to Anderson. Anderson to Gaudreau. To Anderson. Shot. Oh. We're going to have to look at that one. Kachuk. To Anderson. To Gaudreau. Back to Anderson. Anderson's going to shoot. Deflected. And it's going to go into the corner. Nurse controls it. He's going to send it up to Archibald, who spins it all the way down the ice. And the Flames will take control behind their own zone. Or behind their own net. Giordano being bugged by Nugent Hopkins, who's been a pest tonight. In a good way for him. Gaudreau is going to bring it. Chips it across at center, gives to Mangiapane. Mangiapane drops it back to Giordano. Giordano across to Kachuk. Shot blocked. Another blocked shot, and the Oilers will clear it. 48 seconds remaining in the power play. Yeah, that was a nice blocked shot. Yeah. They've been doing that a lot lately. Backlund's going to send it across to a streaking Dubé. Dubé slows up though. Tries to give it back to Backlund. Lucic will get the puck back though. Dubé's fighting against Nugent Hopkins. Nugent Hopkins is going to win the battle again, and Haas will try to send it deep, but Giordano knocks it down, and Backlund will bring it right back in. Oh, the pass goes behind. What was that, Lincoln? Don't throw the cat. You didn't throw the cat, did you? Giordano to Lucic. Lucic shot, but it's blocked. And the rebound will controlled. Nurse is going to send it up to Archibald. The Oilers are in on a 2-on-1. Good back checking though to cut it off. Dubé will come out, and the penalty is now over. Dubé brings it as far as center, as far as the Oilers line. Puck knocks loose. They're going to call that offside. I don't believe it was, but that will bring up a whistle. A whistle. Kachuk tried to sell that post, but nice try. I didn't see what happened there. Obviously, I saw Kachuk's arms go up, but I didn't see anything else. 12:59 remaining. This has been a great Battle of Alberta, I tell you. Not a rough one, not a violent one like we normally expect, but A very good hockey one. In fact, I would say a very tame Battle of Alberta, one of the tamest I remember, but oh, that's interesting. I'm going to have to watch that. Clarice. That looks good. Who doesn't like Clarice? Alright. Still on commercial on the Vancouver game still. Other than that, as I say, I hope everyone's having a good night. I am. It's good hockey. I don't mind if it's good hockey. But when my team puts absolutely no effort in and they lose, that is annoying. When they put a good effort in, like this one, and things don't go our way, that's fine. It is a shortened season, though. We don't want to lose too many. But this has definitely been a much better game than our last one. Alright, so we're back. Face-off's going to come just outside the Oilers zone from that offside call. And the Oilers will win it back. Larson in his own zone. Puts it off the boards, but Tanev will control. Sends it to Levo. Puts it back to Hanifin. Over to Gaudreau. Gaudreau puts it high, all the way across. Levo tries to get it. Russell's take it. Russell backhands it to Yamamoto at his own blue line. Harassed by Hanifin, it pops loose. Gaudreau and Draisaitl are battling for it. It will get sent in the Flame zone. Tanev gets it. They wave off the icing though, and the Flames will send it to the line. Nurse makes a nifty move to hold the line. Try a centering pass, but Gaudreau's the only one there. Gaudreau being hounded by Yamamoto, spins it around, loses the man. He actually had two people on him there for a second. Smith, again, a little kind of scary. Play behind the net. Flames come up with it, but Draisaitl goes in and takes it. Kachuk then steals the puck and hits it to Backlund. Backlund brings it in, circles back at the line, puts it down low for Mangiapane, who tries to put it back to Giordano. Puljujärvi sees that coming, and Nugent Hopkins will backhand it as far as the Oiler line. The Flames will recoup. Giordano, Anderson, Backlund to Kachuk. Kachuk's going to send it in deep. Smith goes out to play it. Nugent Hopkins will hold it, brings it back towards his own net, sends it across to Barry. Barry sends it up to the boards, but not out. Mangiapane will send it around, all the way around for awaiting McDavid. McDavid will cut towards the middle, gives it off to Barry. Barry gives it back to McDavid, and the Flames chap it at the line off his stick, and now it's going to come behind the Flames net. Valimaki will get it to center, gets it across to Tanev. Valimaki now he flips it in close, froze, knocks the puck off of the stick. Nugent Hopkins now gets it. Backhand up, Anderson controls. Lucic tries to bring it across the line, but had to turn back as it was offside. Hanifin now has it in his own zone. Hanifin throws it all the way around. Smith again doesn't quite get it, comes all the way out to Neal. Neal puts it all the way down the Flame zone. Reddick stops it, plays it to Hanifin. Hanifin chips it up to Dubé. Dubé will put it back to Hanifin. Hanifin across in front of his own place to Anderson. Anderson puts it up to Lucic, and it looks like it gets knocked into the Oilers bench again. Yeah, McDavid had a ton of speed, but Valimaki just knocked the puck off his stick right at the line. Great play. Great defensive play. That's how you have to handle McDavid. Don't touch him, just knock the puck off his stick. And that's the only way. Otherwise you get called on that sort of stuff. So center ice face-off is one, I think eventually by the Oilers. They knock it back to Russell. Russell off his own boards. Out down the ice. Neal and Valimaki fight for it. It gets knocked by Valimaki forward. Chason will pinch at the boards, get a shot in at Rikik, who gets his first shot of the period, I believe. Maybe it was 22 shots of the break, sorry. It really hasn't been a lot of shots by either team in this third period. They're both playing very defensive, very Flames win the face-off and break out of their own zone. Chip it in deep. Levo will get a nice bounce off the ref. Sends a centering pass, but Draisaitl will intercept. Sends it across to Nurse. Nurse sends it where? Trying to let him go. Very nice. Bandaged him up soon. I put Bree to bed. No, I would put Luke to bed. Yep. And now Nurse is going to go behind his own net. Flames are fighting in the corner. Mangiapane will pop it free. Lindholm will chase. Nurse is fighting for it with him. Nurse will chop it up to Draisaitl. Draisaitl brings it up to center. Gets the line and gets the puck stripped, but also pinches in to get it back. Now Gaudreau gets it out. Flames break across the line. Valimaki tries to get it across to Backlund. Backlund will chop it in deep. Yamamoto will send it up the boards, where Hannafin will collect. They tried to send it over to the Oilers bench while they were changing for maybe too many men. Tanev now controls in his own zone. Sends it across to Tkachuk. Tkachuk with speed. Gets taken out by Kara at center ice and gets turned back. Lindholm now has it across to Anderson. Back to Lindholm. Lindholm's going to try his chance with 8:41. He gets as far as center. Kara also turns him back. And they'll chip it back in. The Oilers are definitely in full defensive mode now. Anderson gives it off to Dubé in their own zone. Gives it off to Tanev. Tanev now to Dubé, who crosses the line this time. Sends it in deep. He's got two Oilers pinching him though. There's now 3 Oilers behind the net all. Just pinching that puck up against the wall. Killing time here. It finally gets broken free and they will center it up and just deflect it all the way down, not to ice it, but all the way down to the flame zone. 8 minutes left. They try centering a pass, and again, Nugent Hopkins, just a pain in everyone's butt today in a good way for the Oilers, just intercepting another pass. I'd say he's had one of the best games of all the Oilers. He's the one I've noticed one of the most. So Lucic brings it up as far as center. He's going to chip it in, collects his own dump in. Sexton sends it around, back to Lucic behind the net. Lucic works his way out. He's got Puljujarvi on him, still fighting in the corner. Kicks it back up to his stick. He's still controlling. Now he sends it back to the point to Giordano. Giordano sends it back down low. McDavid will take it from Lucic, but it gets knocked off the puck by Dubé. It's pinched up against the board. Lucic takes out McDavid, and now the puck's coming back the other way. Flames send it deep, backhand it behind the net. Flames now control it and send it to the point. Anderson shot from the point through traffic, but goes through everything. Oilers put it up off the wall, and Neal will chase Anderson. Anderson behind his own net, and finally loses him. Chason was on him now. Levo circles back in his own zone, sends it up off the boards, but it will get intercepted and chopped back down. Hannafin now across to Anderson. Anderson sends it up, it gets tipped in, and Smith's going to have to just play it outside the hexagon, whatever that thing's called, sorry. And the Oilers will chip it in deep. Riddick also plays it behind the puck, behind the net, gives it off to Valimaki. With 6 minutes 30 seconds, it's going to start out from behind his own net. Gives it over to Backlund. Backlund has to turn back. He's fighting at the line still. Yamamoto pokes it free. It's still in the zone, but they finally get it free, and Evans is going to take a shot from a bad angle. Valimaki then chips it up. Mangiapane. It's a little bit of a giveaway, but Valimaki steals it right back, gives it to Tkachuk. Tkachuk turns back at his own blue line. Chips it up off the boards, and it's given back down to Darnell or Dry Saddle. Dry Saddle's gonna stay around. Mom didn't get you water a second ago? I'm sure she did. Oh yeah, go. Go then, quick. Barry circles back at his own blue line. Gives it across the nurse. They're happy to just kill time here. Still just relaxing at the point there. Dubé's gonna have to put some pressure on them to make a move. Now they're gonna make the move. Gets as far as the blue line and just sends it all the way in. That should be icing, and it is. So with 5:19 left, face off in Oilers. Just pop over to the other one. Shots are now 19-13, so it looks like the Canucks have actually started playing again. This period's got 12 minutes and 54 seconds left in it, and it's still the same score. Jets are breaking out right now, and a little shot across, tipped on net. It's not going to go anywhere. Anyway, Flames and Oilers. Flames win the face-off, but it's chopped forward, and Tyson Barrie will control behind his own net. Gives it across to Nurse. Nurse sends it up, and it's intercepted. Mangiapane gives it to Goudreau. Goudreau and Levo. Goudreau turns back, gives it off to Giordano. Giordano got tripped up by Akara, who is on the ground already. And the Flames will have to come all the way back, 10 up behind his own net. Oilers, Pugliarvi gives it off to McDavid. McDavid and Nugent Hopkins. McDavid tries to move. Anderson strips him of the puck, gives it off to Levo. Levo gives it up to Backlund, and Backlund will circle back. Backlund as far as center, brings it across the blue line, gives it off to Kachuk. Kachuk gives it to a Trailer. Trailer shot, Mangiapane blocks it. Valimaki to Hanifin. Hanifin behind the net to Kachuk. And he's hit there by Larson and Russell. Russell will send it up to McDavid. They don't clear though. Backlund holds the line, sends it across to Hanifin. Hanifin will send it behind the net for Kachuk. Kachuk sends it back to the point. Looks like Giordano came off a shift change just back in time to get that. Shot wide. Smith blocks it down. And the Oilers will send it out. That's not going to be... Oh, is it going to be far enough for icing? Hanifin will chase it down. They're going to call it no icing. Yeah, he definitely slacked there. And Hanifin will have it behind his own net. He sends it up. Valimaki back to Lucic. Lucic sends it in deep. And he will go after Nurse. Knock Nurse off the puck, but Haas will top it up. Chiasson will lose it at center. Eventually Giordano will settle it down. 3:25 remaining. Giordano circles, has been forced back in his own zone. Giordano sends it up on the floor. Froze, sends it in deep. You can tell who's on the ice here. It's really weird. Haas gets taken down. Lucic is fighting in the corner. Lucic and Freeze and Dubé is the line that's out there right now. Shot from the point. Lucic stops it. Oh, that was a good chance. Lucic got it in his skates and didn't see it though. And Dubé holds the line on Haas. We got 2 minutes and 46 seconds left. And the Flames got it controlled in deep. Haas is going to backhand it up. And Rasmus Anderson will settle the puck down. I thought he was going to give it across, but he's going to go right up the middle and then give it across to Goudreau. Yeah, shots are 4-2 this period, now 4-3 as Smith handles that one easily. This third period has not been a very exciting period. The first two periods were very good. Third period has been kind of meh. Looks like Goddard kicked it up to his stick and just missed a good shot. Connor couldn't get it up high enough over, and with 9:42 remaining, they are still 1-0. Yeah. Yes, I cannot believe there's only been 7 shots in the third period. And there's only 2 minutes and 30 seconds left. Look for a Oiler or a Flames net goalie goal here, which will probably lead to a goal. I don't know which way, but it's probably going to lead to a goal. these two teams, of course, meet again tomorrow. I'm assuming it will be Markstrom versus Koskinen tomorrow. Not confirmed, just assumed. Just an assumption. Come on. Commercials always take forever at the end of the game. I think it takes even longer when you can't actually see the commercials. Makes it seem longer, that's for sure. Sometimes the streams let you see them, sometimes they don't. Alright, here we are, we're back. I think they're showing the Oilers they never have more than one person past the center line right now. Yeah, pretty much. Shut down. I don't like when teams play like that, especially with only a 1 goal lead. Was it 3 or 4 goal lead? That's fine, but to me it's too scary, especially when my team does it when that's like that. So Freeze will win the face-off. Oh, nope. They're going to kick them both out. So now it'll be Luch versus Nugent Hopkins. Luch versus Nuge. And Luch will win it back. Valimaki at the point. Tries to send it in, but Yamamoto will block. They're still fighting at the line. And finally the Oilers will clear. Tanev will get it in his own zone. Drops the pass over to Valimaki. Sends it up to Dubé. I think Dubé got a stick on it. No, they're going to call that icing. As he could not control it. 2 minutes 9 seconds. Face off in the flame zone. I showed the replay, he definitely got a stick on it, but whatever, can't call that back. Froze wins the face-off, and Draisaitl got a stick in there, so they control it. Nugent Hopkins sends it across Russell, shot from the point. Rebound is held by Riddick, and we're at the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes exactly left on the clock. Oops. And hey guys, we got 8 shots this period. It's been amazing. Draisaitl will take the draw against Lindholm. Goudreau and Giordano will switch sides. Flames win it. Anderson controls behind his own net to Giordano. Giordano gives it over to Backlund. Backlund turns back. Gives it off to Goudreau. Gives it to Backlund again. Backlund's going to send it in deep. Most likely the goalie's leaving. Smith out with a weird play, but it's going to get sent off the boards. Kachuk will send it now down below. Across down to Giordano, who sends it all the way to the point to Anderson. Anderson to Giordano. They're starting to set up. Lucic shot the high slot. Sends it in low. Oh my god, Kachuk with his patented move, but it just goes a little high. That would have been a beauty way to tie it. Goudreau at the top of the circle tries to give it back to Kachuk again. Lindholm back to Giordano. Giordano cross. We got 1 minute left. Giordano at the point. Giordano down low to Lindholm. Lindholm turns, shoots. Glove saved by Smith. Quick one. And Smith, I think, saying, Kachuk, we really think you're going to get that one by me, but he beat you. You just missed the net. We're going to show it again here. Through his legs. Oh, Barry got the stick on there. I think that would have been in if it wasn't for Barry. Yeah, so looks like Calgary's probably going to take a timeout here with 56.5 seconds remaining. And at least the game's starting to pick up again. Man, this third period has not been a lot. There's been more shots than since the 2 minutes and 30 seconds than there was pretty much the whole rest of the period. The last gasp. Here we are. Timeout's over. Everyone's got their A players on. Nurse, Archibald, Dreisaitl, McDavid. I can't see who else is on there. If it's Nurse, it's probably Barry. Just can't see him. And then the Flames, I'm assuming it's going to be Kachuk and Gaudreau and Monahan. Or no, not Monahan. Mangiapane. Or maybe Dubé. It's Lindholm. Lindholm gets the call. Backlund and Giordano. I don't know who the sixth man is, but Flames win the face-off. Giordano's hesitated there. And the Oilers are able to clear Backlund. He's hesitated, then he realized, oh, it's an empty net, I can't hesitate. Flames bring it across, and they're saying that's not offside. Kachuk lets it go. Giordano at the point. 38 seconds left. They send it down to Lindholm. Lindholm tries to get it to Kachuk, loses the puck. The Flames manage to keep it in. Oh, they bring it back out because Gaudreau's going to send it in low. Larson with Giordano right on him. And Draisaitl will send it up into the middle. 14 seconds left. Oilers have it out at the far center. Larson fighting for it. Ooh, now Backlund's going to come. Shot from a bad angle goes wide. 5 seconds. And they can't hold the zone. And the game is going to end 2-1. And the Battle of Alberta is all evened up at 1. This was a good game, though. Good game by both teams. I'm bugging here. What the heck? So I wish I could watch the one again tomorrow with you. I will not be able to watch that one. But we will see. Hope we'll definitely see you on Saturday night for the power rankings.